Hi, just a quick test on new firmware I've got for the BM786 for the continuity issue brought up on the forum. And this is the new 78612 firmware. Hopefully you can see that. Current release 09 version. There we go, 609 version. So let's put them on ohms here. Now the current firmware will switch on at about 270, 280 ohms or something like that. There you go, switches on at 270, and it actually requires a bit of hysteresis 300 to get back. Now the new firmware, 90 ohms, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, and it turns out it's just under 40. So let's go to 39. Oh yeah, just on 39. And it won't switch off until actually 99. It'll actually switch off at exactly exactly 100 there. So yeah, it's now basically, you know, say 40 ohms and 100 ohms there. So that should keep a lot of people happy who want a lower resistance reading. Now, interestingly, but they did say there will be some compromise on the continuity test rate. So what I've got here is a pulse going in that's normally high and it then just pulses low briefly. It's currently set for 200 millivolts peak to peak at 1 hertz there. Right, so 1 hertz reference at 200 millivolts peak to peak just gives us like a value that's sort of like, you know, in the 300 ohm region, something like that. So at 99%, right, that's a pretty, well, slow, because this is supposed to have a response time of like, you know, like microseconds, 100 microseconds or something. So if we go 99.999%, there you go. It still does it at 99.999%. What is that, 10 microseconds or something? We can go down to 99.99999. We can go down to 5 nines in percentage there. And it's still doing, well, nope, it's just starting to miss it there. So what's that, 1 microsecond or something? And it's missing the occasional, yep, it misses the occasional 1 there, but right, it is really, right, it's really very quick. So let's just go back to 99.999% there. It's consistently doing that. So the new firmware over here doesn't, well, it kind of does. You're not hearing that, but trust me, there is a brief, I can hear a little tick, a tiny tick in there each second, but it's obviously not triggering the visual continuity there. So it's not actually triggering that at 99.999. So let's go 99.9%. It still doesn't do it. You can see a slight on the screen there. You can see that it is actually flashing. So yeah, that's actually very slow, yet it's really not a problem in terms of the actual probes there. But that is, you know, several orders of magnitude slower than the current firmware here. So if we go to just 99%, right, so that's effectively a 100 millisecond pulse now. And it's not really latching, so the latching is kind of different, like the pulse stretching seems to be different than the older firmware over here. It can do it, but yeah, you're still not getting that. But as an actual continuity tester, it works, but it's more itchy and scratchy. Original firmware, yeah, that's way more latched. So it's basically gone from a latched to an itchy and scratchy. So let me know what you think down below. Is that acceptable or not? Catch you next time.